If you could wake up inside a video game world for a day, which one would it be and why? Wii Sports Resort. When we first got a Wii, we made an avatar/Mii for each member of our extended family. My dad died soon after, age 86. Our daughters will be cycling along in the game, then I'll hear there's Grandad, as he'll have popped up by the side of the road, waving. Grandad's Mii is often on the Wii basketball team, and is awesome apparently. Dead or alive, beach volleyball, my man. But the way Denzel Washington says it. If it's a day of real time, then civilization. I could live through the in-game centuries, traveling from city to city and seeing all sorts of weird things, like French pyramids and the Hanging Gardens of Detroit. You have been nuked by Gandhi. Gandhi has discovered the Manhattan Project. Too many of these answers are games that are meant to simulate real life. Throw me in something absurd like Bert. I wanna write a book about how I lived in a world with 2 dimensions. Bioshock. I wanna get ducked up on plasmids. That's my first pick as well. But it would really scary in real life. I wonder if someday we'll see an even grittier remake of Bioshock. Assuming I could still use cheat codes, the GTA universe. Ducking flying cars, sandstorms, jetpacks, hookers everywhere, flamethrower, and just go about causing random chaos. Plus you could literally jump out of a fighter jet going Mach 5 and go splat into the ground, only to pay $5,000 to come back to life. Also you can commit crimes and either get away from the police and have them forget or die, and then wake up with a small bill with no criminal record. I'm not sure what happens when you get arrested. I've never allowed that to happen in all of the time I've invested in GTA lol. The ones they advertise on Pornhub. You won't last 2 minutes playing this game. This is awesome. Wakes up in real life 2 minutes later. Duck, apostrophe. Well, you lasted the 2 minutes. Good job. Minecraft but on peaceful mode, and I can keep my inventory if I die. Seconded. I often dream of going off to an island and using wood and stone to make tools, then trying to smelt metals and seeing how long it would take me to get back to like the 1700s level technology. Welcome to episode 203 of Ducking Up Forging Iron. Probably Pokemon. Can't die and get to hang out with cute creatures. 10/10. The Pokemon manga actually fortified my belief that the Pokemon world is absolutely terrifying. Pokemon don't just faint in that world. They die if the trainer won't return them to their Pokeball. The main protagonist in the first arc almost gets eaten alive by a Victorable. Killed by a Kangaskhan which he escapes by gouging its eye out. Almost gets melted by an Arbok's acid spit, which then promptly gets decapitated by a Scyther I think. And other situations which are totally terrifying. Imagine going hiking in the mountains and a Geodude rolls up and starts ducking you up, or a Scyther, Beedrill, Spearow. The Hypno Pokédex entry says it lures children to caves. That's terrifying. Anywhere where there are Magikarp we would have to have constant watch, because they just gotta slap the shit out of each other enough until they evolve into a flying angry Gyarados. However, living in the Pokemon world would be nice, because you get a loving mother, maybe a father depending on the game, that does nothing but offers you undying love and support. That sounds worth the trouble. Tetris. I wonder how will it play out. Leisure Suit Larry. Mana Cum Lord. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I used to play that shit all the time when I was younger. Same. Who would not choose this though? Destiny. Essentially unlimited lives, crazy powers, space exploration. I kill gods. What more can you ask for? I'd choose the Destiny universe and the Golden Age. Imagine all that impressive stuff. Doom. The Slayer approves. I also approve. Spiro one time for the one time. First level of the first Spiro is my happy place. Artisan's home world. Literally thought of this earlier. Skyrim. Seriously, you can make $5 for every piece of wood you chop. You don't even need to leave the city if you don't want to. Praying or drinking one potion cures any disease. Plus the world of Skyrim is just cool in general. It's all good until the Dark Brotherhood or thugs come and kills ya for knocking over a vase in a store or something. And then there's the dragons. The undead too, I reckon. The necromancers. The cannibals. The serial killers. Evil gods. Annoying gods. Actual demons of every variety. Crazy mages. Killer ghosts. Man-eating wolves. Man-eating bears. Man-eating tigers. Man-eating bugs. Man-eating crabs. Man-eating fish, incompetent guards. Vampires. Hostile giants. Bandits. Werewolves. A whole civil war. Elf supremacists. But maybe worst of all, vigilance of Stender. Getting trapped in a soul gem. That's the worst. Hey you. You're finally awake. Crashed immediately afterwards because you installed 200 plus titty mods. The ground ceases to be and the people are without faces and you scream. But your audio file is missing. Elite Dangerous. To see some of those side Cyril would be epic. That would be amazing. Commander 07. The sights and sounds are so good. Old school RuneScape. To experience Gielina in all its glory firsthand. The exploration alone would suffice for lifelong bliss. After exploring, I'd probably finish the day off by slaying a dragon named Elvarg. I'd love to maximum myself with an Irelpov. Only you're a hardcore Ironman and Sea Engineer has a grudge. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I love how calm and serene the world can seem. And there are some beautiful locations to find and look at. But duck me if I'm going anywhere near Hyrule Castle though. If this was in a post-game world, I'd have no qualms about going anywhere. Edit. Everyone's talking about bulking up to take down enemies. Meanwhile I just want to lie down in a grassy field and watch the sunrise. Meeting a bokoblin camp while exploring, then being outnumbered. This literally just happened to me. 6 silver bokoblins on horseback or with bows ambushed me. Super Mario Galaxy. Playing it as a kid I always thought how cool and relaxing would be flying around the space and admire the wonderful scenery of the galaxies. Red Dead Redemption, exploring the Wild West. Just me, my horse, and the beautiful scenery. Yes, that's paradise. The KKK would get my ass before I'd be able to do anything. If we're going by game representations, RDR's KKK ain't catching anything. Final Fantasy X. The world is just beautiful and magical, and I love everything about it. Except for all the death. That world literally revolves around death, and there's a literal vengeful god that destroys any civilization or village that becomes too prosperous. It is beautiful, though. The Sims 2. You basically have to make a dedicated effort to not succeed, or at least have a good, stable, easy life. You only get one day though. A standard day for my Sims typically entailed them training their skills for 20 hours straight, pissing on the floor, and going to work tired and hungry. So pretty much trading real life for real life. Stardew Valley. I would love a break to just walk through nature and pick berries and fish. You know you can do these things in real life, right? In the world of Stardew Valley you can grow strawberries without squirrels stealing them all. Sell them for $120 each minimum, and store them in a bin for years on end with zero loss of quality. The economics of that world make it a bit more appealing. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Pawling around the beautiful Greek countryside, eating olives and drinking wine all day. Sailing the open seas and getting to interact with all the wonderful wildlife. Seeing epic plays, philosophical ramblings, or blood sport in some open air theater. Sign me up. I'd get killed by the wild hogs, but it would be worth it. Heckin' oh, even the chickens will get you. Mist. Such a peaceful place, and no other people. Yeah, except for the fact that you will be going around in circles for the whole time and not accomplish a single thing. Haha, I enjoyed it. It was relaxing. Ocarina of Time. Since it has good music. Katamari Damacy. Skyrim. 10/10ths, you bet your ass I would smash Ela the Huntress. She would definitely smash your skull. That's why my answer is modded Skyrim with God mode on. Now I can do just about anything for 24. How duck. It crashed. The Witcher 3. Any dialogue that has sex as an option in Geralt is game. Only if I could be in Talsaint, drinking wine, enjoying the scenery, getting my box beat up by the White Wolf when he runs through town to sell his loot. Yeah, if I were to choose, that world Talsaint would have to be the mandatory location. The rest of the continent is in a really violent conflict. This was all I could think about. You're in the world as you, not Geralt. And the world is super ducked for the average person. Especially outside of Talsaint. No Man's Sky. I'd have basically the whole universe to explore. And it'd be able to meet some aliens and cool people while I'm at it. You died of radiation. Metroid. I will probably die before the day is complete. But I want to see that beautiful armor that Samus wears. And I don't think it's possible to use it. But just touching and looking at it, it's enough for me. I would die being a happy woman. I love armors. I think this should be the answer of anyone who is a scientist or engineer. Samus armor is literally made from the greatest technology you could conceive of in the universe. Her armor would easily be the most mind-blowing to be able to examine. Even just at a glance. I'm a simple aspiring graphic designer. But if I had the talent I would have studied some engineering to try to recreate her armor. Although making a 3D model would be enough to me. Neck up paranoid horny just want to be happy. Less allele looks like it has dope tea and pastries. Oh, and cat girls. I feel like ordering cat gerals over the kitchen counters on a regular basis has to violate some kind of hygiene regulation. Minecraft. Live off the land. Start a farm. Explore some caves. And then get killed by a skeleton. It's how I wanna live my life tbh. You need to try Vivercraft, the VR mod for the Java edition of Minecraft. It is incredible. A sheep caused me to shit myself while I was kneeling down to look in a pond. Nintendo dogs. Imagine playing with insane amounts of different dog breeds. I truly read. That is, imagine breeding with insane amounts of different dogs. Woo. Dark Souls. I'd luck dope off as an undead. Untitled Goose Game. Easily. Plot twist. You aren't controlling your character. Imagine you're in some sort of horror game, and you can't control yourself, meanwhile some idiot 10-year-old is controlling you, and is just walking into danger at every point. When you get old, sometimes life just feels this way. Firewatch. That game is just beautiful. Mass Effect or No Man's Sky. Simply for the space exploration. Undertale. The pacifist route. I think I'd like to hang with Sans in Papyrus. And Toriel seems like she's been nice to me too. But do you have the determination? Animal Crossing. I'd love to spend a day on my island. Plus I feel it would be very relaxing. A nice break from all the craziness of 2020. I want to tell my favorite villager that has my favorite. Who is it? Just sent him a letter telling him. Team Fortress 2, and I'll be hunting the Pyro, just to find out what the heck it is. Pulls off mask, revealing another mask. Assassin's Creed. Black Flag. I wanna be a pirate. Creative mode Minecraft. Days last like 20 minutes in Minecraft. Persona. I would love to go into another world and save the public in secret to some jazz music. So not Persona, but Persona 5. World of Warcraft. To try my absolute hardest to seduce Sylvanas Windrunner. But I'd need to spawn as a gnome to make that goal a lot easier to accomplish. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Does Sylvanas duck gnomes? Minecraft. I'ma go get diamonds and gold real quick. Fallout New Vegas. So Vegas 2021 at this rate. Lol. Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. I'd spend the day on the sea and exploring islands with my little talking lion boat. Tony Hawk's Pro Skateboarding, but with cheats on because I can't skate. Pokémon. Saints Row the 4. Have crazy superpowers in a crazy suburban world and fly on a spaceship. Fight a giant soda can too. Plus I finally get Yo Bankinsey. Sword Art Online. so I can leave this world for a good 3 years and find a girlfriend along the way. This is inspiring and sad at the same time. Plot twist, it's SEO abridged. Adventure capitalist. Money talks. Mass Effect. No explanation needed. Overwatch. It would be epic to be Genji. Deflect everything that moves. And be a cyborg ninja thing. You need healing. Doki Doki Literature Club. Even though she's a murderer, I still feel bad for Monica. I'd take her out for ice cream. Sexy Beach 3. Cause I don't know any newer ones with that subject matter. August 8th, 2016. Not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Spider-Man PS4 edition. Probably The Last of Us. It's a game in which a pandemic strikes and society crumbles. Wait a minute. Scroll this comment lol. It's such a pretty game with a distinct mood that I find myself missing. Hahaha. Red Dead Redemption 2. I would love to just meet everyone in the gang and ride horses all day and kill hundreds of people. But the main thing I would do is probably hang out with Hamish, the guy that you save. Fish. Hunt with for his horse. Bull. He seems like a pretty cool guy and honestly a grandpa I never had. Just stay away from any sick farmers. Hey, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.